What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tarheels, taking on another team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wake Forest's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Demon Deacons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off-play action on first down. He uncorks one deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tar Heels offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest.
It's a fumble on the play. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lopez to pass. Forced out of the pocket. First down and more. Oh, and he ruins the big Gator with a fumble. Defense picks it up.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell he was fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you've got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out. Defense punches the football out, lands on top of it. Nice momentum swing for this defense.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hernandez. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games. It's not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Lopez wants to fire. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds a man by himself. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Tarheels will line it up on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hernandez. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Using his legs, it's Claiborne. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. On target over the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, they're after him. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when you're defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back. It's a seam wide open, and they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Caught behind the line. It's Hernandez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Demon Deacons come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Surging forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Claiborne. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gonna run it. It's good. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the first. Across the 25, he's got room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I mean, what a huge gain for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Decon offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end, and they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him this time. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Did the work himself. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Lopez to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's gone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tarheels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Snags a quick pass on the left. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with second and short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The short hands, it's Mays. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The Demon Deacons are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Claiborne. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
From the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, Their offense is back on the field, but now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down, and of course, they're in field goal range.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Lopez wants to fire. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Running into the open space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Mays. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And the Demon Deacons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
That's caught. It's Mays. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Lopez wants to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Gauze. At midfield, he's got room. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Hood. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Makes a man miss. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution, dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Pressure coming. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Lopez to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hood. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right on the money. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hernandez. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Touchdown, Demon Deeks! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got his man quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. It's Culliver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try it over the left side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
2nd down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Barnes. The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Mays. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mays. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success, just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Demon Deacons are threatening on 1st and goal. On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Wake! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Lopez to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. All the way down to the 28. He's out of bounds right there, and the big play has them set up. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Goss. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Lopez wants to fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tarheels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's caught. It's Mays. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Hernandez. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Demon Deacons are flying down the field. Find some fresh air. Pulled down for the tackle.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
And the Demon Deacons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Caught in the backfield, it's Claiborne. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez to pass. Got a man. It's good.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hood.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Red pass, it's complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his man. It's Gauze. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Fighting off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's Hood. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lopez to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Runs through a tackle. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Trying to find the end zone. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.